Hello everyone, I'm Lynette and this is Charmed Grammy Crochet. Welcome to my yarn room today. I want to thank everyone that's a returning subscriber for coming back, and if you're new, I hope you enjoy what you see here today and decide to hit the subscribe button. Like and comment, I appreciate that. I do return the comments. Um, I read them, I heard them. Sometimes it takes me a day or two, but I get to all of them. And I love reading them, and I get so much wonderful information from all of you. Today, I have three things on the agenda, and we might only get to one. It depends on how long the first one takes, if we're going to do all three, or if I'm going to break it up into two videos. Uh, it just depends. So, if you are returning to my channel, then you probably know that Mary Maxim sells this blanket that I've wanted to buy, and it is called the Persian Tiles Throw. And I want it in that color that's called sandalwood. And I've been looking at it for like 6 months, and it's 80 bucks and shipping, and I keep putting it off. And so in December, I was looking at it, got a catalog, and I was telling my husband, I really want to get this, but I don't want to pay for it. It's too much money. And so he says, buy it for your birthday, because my birthday was in January. And I said, okay, I will. Well, I got laid off in January, so or in December, so I'm like, after Christmas, I'll buy it. And it was out of stock. And I've looked, it's been in this catalog. This is the Mary Maxim. They send a catalog. If you don't get the catalog, it's free. You just go to Mary Maxim and sign up for it. And they have sales in here. If you spend 50 bucks, you get a free tote. And they have patterns and kits and yarn and not yarn. I mean, not crochet, but different fiber stuff. And I enjoy getting it. It's very inspirational. Even if I'm not buying anything, I get inspired by some of the things in there. It's like getting a crochet magazine, even though it's a sales magazine. I look at it as, oh, what's new and inspiring in there today. But I've been looking at this, and this Persian tiles comes in 3 different colors. I forgot to mention. I really love this one with the, navy colors, and then the pop of the bright colors, and teal. I mean, that's elegant, but I really like this one the best. I don't know why, because it's more neutral, and I'm generally give me the pop of bright color kind of girl. And it's made with Premier Anti-Pilling DK yarn. So anyway, it's been on clearance. I mean, it's been on out of stock in that color. You could get it in the other colors, but it's been out of stock in that color. My husband said, buy a different one. I'm like, no, I want this color. And I think it's kind of expensive, but I don't know how much yarn it takes. I don't know. But the blanket isn't very big. It's like 4x4. Wait, let me tell you. Let me give you the exact, I think it tells me. Yeah, it's 46.5 inches square. So it's not even 4 foot square, and it's 80 bucks. And I'm like, that's a lot of money for, in my opinion, for a blanket that's 4x4, But I think it's gorgeous. And I've talked to my daughter about it. I'm like, look at this blanket. Dad said I should buy it for my birthday. And she's like, oh yeah, you got to get that. We decided. And she's like, oh, you got to get this color. You got to get the sandalwood. I'm like, I agree. And she studied it. I'm like, she's looking at how many colors and where the colors are, because in the bottom two, you can totally tell all these size squares are the same, or octagons, or whatever they are, and all these are the same. But in here, the colors change. Not all this size, not all this particular one here is in the same colorway. So she's like picking it all out. I said, I don't know, anyway, she was getting really into it. But she's very analytical that way. So, excuse me. So anyway, I gave up on it. I'm like, I've really been looking at this for 6 months, and that color's been out of stock for 6 months. Because I was going to buy it in the summer. Well, I think the spring catalog was the first time I saw it. And anyway, so then I was yarn shopping with my friend Jen, who came to visit me, and I bought all that True Boo and decided I'm giving up on the Persian tiles. I'm just going to make my own design. I'll pick out some other YouTube tutorial or whatever and come up with my own blanket or do something else with that yarn because I want the rainbow colors, remember? That was like the last video or so ago. Anyway, beautiful, and it's 3-weight, what I'm looking for, and coincidentally, this does take 3-weight yarn. So, anyway, I put up that video with the Trubu, and I said I'm giving up on the Persian tile blanket because I'm tired of waiting on it, so I bought this other yarn. And one of my other yarn friends, Julie, said, Lynette, it's in stock. And it's on sale. I'm like, oh my God, it's in stock and on sale. And thank you very much, Julie. She gave me a free shipping code because the shipping was going to be over $17. And it's on sale for $64 or something. So I jumped on it and I bought it. I said, I'll have both. So do you want to see what it looks like? It came in this bag today. And the bag is dirty. But I'm so excited. Do you want to look at it? I sure do. I can't wait to see what the yarn looks like. I know with the anti-pilling, you know, Premier anti-pilling DK. I mean, it's a DK acrylic yarn. And come on, scissors. Don't worry. No yarn will be cut. And my scissors don't even want to cut. There we go. I just don't know what the colors are going to look like because it doesn't tell you. It tells you the DK, you know, it comes in all of those colors, like 9 million of them right there. Well, not hardly 9 million, but it comes in all those colors, but it doesn't really tell you how many different colors are in here. And this was something else. I was thinking it had more colors to this one than these do. These look like there's maybe 4 colors, but to me, this looks like there's maybe 10 colors or something. Amanda said no. So we'll see. I'm like, she says, oh no, this and this are the same color, this and this. I must be half colorblind because she sees colors a lot better than I do. I don't know if that's because my eyes are getting old. I mean, I'm not that old, but she does see color a lot better than I do. So let's see what's in here. You ready? Oh, okay. So inside the bag, oh, it has a little handle. And it comes in a bag. I didn't even think about that. So there's something else in here before I throw this on the floor. Let's see what's in the bag besides. I've never bought a kit before, you guys. Oh, so I get some junk mail. Okay. Junk mail. Haha, there's the blank. Oh, look at this. So here's this. It gives you a clearer, closer up picture. Isn't that gorgeous? But that's not the pattern. So the pattern must be inside the kit. And here is an invoice. And it says, I guess I didn't even have to pay tax because the invoice is for $63.99. So the $64. I wonder why they didn't charge tax. Maybe they did and it's just not on the invoice. Estimated sales tax, it says it's got nothing. Oops, don't tell. Okay, so now let's look at the yarn goodies. So we got this little bag. And, oh, here's another picture of how pretty it is. Oh, let's get into this. There's a zipper for the side. I like the bag. Well, now I don't need to worry about what I'm going to keep it in until I get around to making it. Because God only knows when that's going to be, right? Here is, look at this nice printed whole blanket picture in color. I'm going to put this up here. And let's see, this is called the Persian Tiles Crochet Blanket, and it gives you the number. And Janie Crow must be the author. And this picture is the assembly, and I don't want to give you the, directions, but oh, look, it's got charts and lots of pictures. And this is nice, bright color. There's a chart. Oh, yay. There's several different motifs involved here. I hope I didn't bite off more than I can chew. But, there's no hurry. So, it says, I'm going to have shopping. Oh, it gives you a shopping list. You need a total. There should be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 colors. I knew it was more than 4. Okay, 10 colors. Let's see what they are. Goodness, are you not excited? They're darker colors than what I thought. Okay, so we have, this is Premier Anti-Pilling. This color is called Khaki. And let's see, there's 237 yards of 100% acrylic. That's 250 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100-gram ball. And you need 10, well, there's more than one of each color. Wait, hold on. There's, some of them have more than one color. So let's see, you have this color right here, salmon. I get the best color in this room. This is a little lighter, but I think, oh wait, let me turn on my ring light. See if that makes the color better. Nope, it makes it look more tan. But it's not tan. Let me turn the ring light back off because it really does kind of blind you. I think you're getting a better color of it this way. And then you have this color that is called Dusty Rose. But I get a better color in this room when it's dark outside. And then we have Rosewood. Did I show you this color? Is this a repeater? Straw. This one is really, this color is called Grape Jam. Oh, well, it looks purple, more purple in the camera than it looks to me in person. I would have thought this was a brown. See, I think my eyes just aren't really good with color. Well, okay, when you put it up against the one that looks more tan, it does look more purple. But it's a dusty purple, I guess you would say. Let's see if this one is a new color. Did we have, oh no, this is called blue. Now, it looks blue-gray. It looks more gray, but then this one that's called Khaki is also a gray, so there, now it looks more blue. So we have 2 of that color. Oh, this one's charcoal. At least I think so. Parchment. I swore there were supposed to be 2 of some of these colors. Okay, the Grape Jam, there's 2 of those. And this is the blue, 2 of those. And then I have 2 of this last color, which is, I will find the name in a minute, Meadow. So it's a green. Aren't they pretty? So I do have really enough of the True Boo that I could make a second one. I bet in True Boo if I wanted to. If it turns out and if I like it, I could do a second one in True Boo so that I'd have one more for winter and one more for summer. Oh, wait, I gotta pick this bag back up. What do you think about that, guys? Well, the bottom line is we don't know when I'm going to get around to making it. This yarn is very nice. If you've not ever used the anti-pilling from Premier, I mean, I'm sure most everyone has at least felt it in the store. It's very nice. And this is the DK weight. Oh, I've not had the DK before, but it's really nice. And this bag is freaking awesome. It's very cool. I really totally love it. Let's get it all back in here. I'm very excited about it. I really want to start it, but I'm not. I have told myself you cannot start anything new until I get through with Chloe's Chloe's sweater because it's almost done. It's been almost done several times. Let me go with that. So I do have time. This video is only just hit 15 minutes, so I think I can show you the things I was going to break this up into and just do it all at one time. So there is my Mary Maxim Persian tiles. So excited about that. We'll put that over here for now. I did do my Nan's Next Knots because I got home from work and I was really tired today after work. I didn't sleep well last night. See, this is what happens. I'm not a napper because I came home from work yesterday and I sat down on the couch to crochet, to make Chloe's, to work on this. I wanted to get it done. I was really hoping I would see her today or tomorrow. And I'm like, I want to get that sweater done. And I sat down to work on it, and within a very short period of time, because I was tired for some reason, I was crocheting myself to sleep. And I think I slept for about an hour. I went to bed and I could not fall asleep. And once I did fall asleep, I couldn't stay asleep. So I was tired when I came home from work today again. It's aggravating that happens that way. But I forgot that it's Thursday and it's Nan's Next Knots Day. So I was sitting on the couch again. I came home from work and I actually laid down to take a nap in bed, which I never, ever do. But I was feeling all stuffy and, I mean, not sick, just weird and groggy. That was mostly it. I was feeling groggy, like you're in a cloud, and I know it's because I was tired because I didn't get enough sleep last night. So I thought I'm just going to take a nap and then I'll feel better. And I couldn't fall asleep. I have the hardest time napping in my bed. I don't know why. And then Roy came home and I was keeping him awake. At least I felt like I was keeping him awake. So I went downstairs and I started to crochet and I was watching YouTube videos and it dawned on me, today is Thursday. It's Nan's Next Knot Day. I got to do that. So the number this week, well, you have to watch and find out. My color for this week was a color that I don't have a name for because the yarn was something that was in my mom's house, I think, and it does not have a yarn ball on it. Shoot, come on. It doesn't have and I forgot to put a clip on it. It doesn't have a ball band. I have 2 skeins of this. Neither one has a ball band, so I don't know what it is. It's really soft, I can tell you that much. And it's the color that I had this week. And I'm going to tell you, last week's color was this one, which is the bubblegum from Pound of Love. Yeah. They are not the same color by a lot, okay? But when you look at the blanket, the top one is the new one. The bottom one is the bubblegum. Oh, wait. It looks like this color. So this is the new color. The one that I don't have a name for. And this is the first week's color, which I'll show you that one too, because it's not the same color either. But it's close. I guess it really is close. So this is the first week color that I used. And this is Bunches of Hugs in the color Shrimp. And this is the other one. See, so they're like a little, well, they are not the same color. They're like a couple of shades apart. So that's what you get. They're a couple shades apart. Maybe in the blanket they look closer even than what they are. But they are 2 separate colors. And so that's where I'm at. That's what the blanket is looking like right now. And I think I am going to make this into a runa. It is now, I did measure it, it is 12 inches wide. When the runa that I have, that I have that was store-bought and made out of cloth, it's 20 inches here. And then 5 inches across the back of the neck, and then another 20 inches. And I don't know why this is working, well, I don't know why this is working up so much faster than the one I was trying to, which I'm still working on, design my own pattern for. But anyway, this is where this one is. And I'm using a 6mm hook. And I'm really loving it. I think it's very girly and cute and adorable. So we'll put that away till next week, but I'm very excited to have gotten it done. And if you're not doing this, the Nan's Neck's not really and truly, I mean, I picked out lots of big yarn color, big skeins of yarn, but I don't think you're going to need a lot of big skeins, really. She said you need like a lot of the base color. So in my case, it would be the gray. But I'm telling you, it works up so quick to, mine isn't really big. I mean, it's like 66 inches, I think. But it's a fast make, in my opinion. So, anyway, without any further ado, I'm going to get back to Chloe's. So, Chloe's sweater. The darn girl insisted on sleeves. She wanted long sleeves. Okay, fine. Grammy will put long sleeves on there for you. Not a problem. I can do this. And I finished one sleeve. I think I showed you with the one sleeve done. I may not have. Let's put this over here. So I got one sleeve done, and I'm going to turn it the right way. And the sleeve is, I made it 40 rows, including the ribbing. So at 30, this is 30 rows. Then I've got 10 rows of front post, back post, double crochet. Then this is the other side. Well, this is, and now we're at the other side. So I've been using a 5.5 millimeter hook. I don't know what the letters are. I only go by numbers. I was going to put a cowl on it, like give it a cowl neck, and I tried that. It didn't work out so well. I didn't like the way it looked. I took it out because she wants to wear it kind of off the shoulder. Either she can both sides or just one side. So I have a row of single crochet just as a border edge, but I think I'll do another row of that eventually. I did not take, I haven't finished off this sleeve because I want to make sure it's long enough, because I can always add a couple more rows if she needs it. It's a little long for me, and she's a little bit taller than me, so I think it'll be fine for her. So I do this side, and I start it, and I get 24 rows in, and I decide I'm going through my yarn, and I have used up, and I started a second skein. So this was a full skein of yarn, and I just stuck it in here so it doesn't get, all lost and everything. But I have more of it, so I thought, for the second arm, I'm going to do a second skein of yarn, and that way I don't have to unattach this one, and it'll just be easier. So I'm going through, and I'm like 24 rows in, and I have way less of the second skein of yarn than I did the first skein. Yeah, that's what I said. So I counted I folded it in half and held it together. And this stupid sleeve is wider. So when the pattern ends, it's supposed to not have a sleeve, and it just has a big hole there. And then then I crocheted around it, and I guess I made these stitches closer together, and I had too many stitches. Okay, take it off because it's laid flat. It's this much too big. That's going to look funny. Take it off. I frog it, and I put the right number of stitches. And now I get to row 30, and I fold it in half again just to make sure that I'm counting right. I want to make sure it looks good and, is symmetrical. This stupid sleeve is this much too short before I get to the ribbing. And I'm like, why the hell is that? So I'm using my clover hooks. And like I said, I'm doing a 5.5 millimeter hook. I'm looking at this. I can't figure out what the heck's wrong with it. The 5.5 millimeter hook is a blue hook. Their 5.0 millimeter hook is also a blue hook. Different shade of blue, both blue hooks. Now I've been keeping that hook, the 5.5 millimeter hook, in my bag. This is my Stitch Fest 2020 bag from Debbie the Canadian Crocheter, which I totally love this bag. And it has this beautiful pocket in the front, and my pattern goes in there, a pen in case I need to make notes, my row counter is in here, and my crochet hook, which I never keep my crochet hooks in the bag. Rarely do I ever do that, but I have in this past like week when I was doing all of those crochets alongs really quickly last week. And because I've been taking this with me places, I kept the crochet hook in there. And it was the only thing I thought I was using the 5.5 millimeter hook for. Well, somehow the 5 millimeter hook got in there, apparently, and that's why my sleeve was off. So I am once again ripping out the sleeve, and I cannot find my 5.5 clover hook. Whatever I'm using it in, I stuck in it. I got into the bad habit now of sticking my hooks in the bag. Bad habit. Because now I can't find that hook. Well, I haven't really searched for it. I figured eventually, I've only worked on the same things that I'm going to be working on again, which I thought I was using a 6 millimeter hook for all these blankets that I'm making. Apparently somebody's got the 5.5 millimeter hook. I don't know who has it, but one of the projects has stolen my 5.5 millimeter hook, and I can't find it. Clover hook. That's another hook. It's 5.5 millimeters. It will work for the blanket. I mean, for the sweater. But I pulled out some stitches and then I crocheted with the 5.5 millimeter hook, and there's a height difference for sure. I don't know how much bigger around, but there's definitely a height difference. So I'm thinking over the last 30 rows, that's where my problem is. So I worked on it for half the week and I frogged it for half the week. Which I'm really disappointed with myself in, because I really wanted it to be done by today. I thought I would finish it yesterday. That was my whole goal, was to have it done by yesterday, even after I ripped it apart once. Oh well. Oh well, what are you going to do? It's only yarn. You just frog it and try again. Except I'm really wondering where the heck I put my hook. So if you guys see it laying around anywhere, just shout at me. I really don't know where it is. I don't remember using it with any other, but obviously I am. And I put it there. It happens. That's why you have more than one set of hooks, right? For when you do something stupid. Usually I have a little plastic case, and I keep a pair of scissors. I keep stitch markers. I have a cloth measuring tape. I have clippy clips because I generally clip my yarn. So I have clippy clips. I have a bead if you're doing 2 strands of yarn together. I have my darning needles all in this little case, and it'll hold, depending on the size of my hook, 1 or 2 hooks at a time. And I tend to like keep them in there, and I just grab that case anywhere I go. It's like a Notions pouch, except it's a plastic case, so I don't have to worry about my scissors cutting anything, going through anything. And I like that because I use a full, like regular full scissors, not the little ones. And normally, like I said, that's where I keep the scissors. I generally always have my 6 millimeter hook in there because I use that all the time. And then if I'm using a second hook on like other projects, I'll stick that hook in there. If it gets smaller than 6 millimeters, sometimes I can even fit 3 hooks in there. So I really like it. But then I have a pouch that I keep, a case, zipper case that I keep, like the whole kit and caboodle of hooks really belongs in there. And so I thought, well, I must have pulled out the 5 millimeter for something, because on the ribbing, I went down to a 4.5 millimeter hook to make it tighter around her wrist. And so I thought, I must have put the 5.5 millimeter in the zipper case. Wasn't in there. So now I don't know where it is. I put the 4.5 back in there. And that is where I grabbed the black 5.5 millimeter. So I don't know what I do with it. Keep your fingers crossed I find it at some point. I really like my clover hooks. So that's all I got for you today. I think we're done. I'm just at a half an hour, so it's not too long. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a totally awesome rest of your day today, be it morning, noon, or night. And I will see you in the next video. I probably won't. This is Thursday, and I know I said I was going to do videos on Mondays and Fridays, and that's not working. So forget that I ever said that, because I'm just doing them when I can do them and putting them up when I can get them up. Okay, we won't comment on that. So anyway, have a totally awesome day. See you in the next video, and look for my hook. Thanks. Bye.